Greetings! Today I'm going to talk about an old cultural anime. If you like comedy, then you should watch this anime. If you don't know where to watch it, Google and Incognito are your best friends.
レンタルビデオ店でのバイトの帰り道、保坂一平はよくこうして公園まで足を伸ばし、園内を散歩する。
The main character, Hosaka, is taking a walk at the park after he finished his work. He is not taking a walk to enjoy the nature, but to watch some live dungeon exploration. Anyways, his disappointment is immeasurable, and his day is ruined when he found out that a couple having protein time together. It seems like he likes forceful dungeon exploration, and he is into that shit. However, he has no experience in that, and all he can do is fantasize himself as one while watching others exploring dungeon without any permit.
カップルの青缶なんてもう見飽きたよな。
Then, he finally heard something, and he crawled toward it. He is very happy because he finally can spectate a live forceful dungeon exploration. Without wasting any time, instead of calling the cops, he freezes Excalibur and starts to do a solo let's play. When he is watching the live stream, he got too into it, and he started a live ESPN commentary as well. Thus, he was found out by them, and he quickly ran away. After a while, when he ran far enough, he sat on a bench, and he hopes that he can explore a dungeon as well. Suddenly, he heard a woman voice from behind.
まさかね。おいおい、マジかよ。おい、生きてるのか？
He went toward it and saw a white-haired lady lying down on the ground. He has no idea where did she come from, and she is unconscious. He tries to wake her up, but she is not waking up at all.
まだ目を覚ます様子はないよな。唇がプニプニして柔らかそうだ。
As usual, instead of bringing her to the hospital, he freezes Excalibur and starts to do a solo let's play in front of her while imagining that he is forcefully exploring her dungeon. After a while, it looks like she is going to wake up soon. However, he couldn't stop his solo let's play since he is going to use Protein Blast soon. When she opens her eyes, she saw him aiming the Excalibur toward her while he is charging his attack. Then, he used Protein Blast on her although she is already awake.
何が違うんだ?
After that, he tries to run away, but she caught his leg, so he fell to the ground. After that, he brought her to his home. When she looks at his room, she ridiculed it and told him that he is a man of culture.
腹が減った。
え？
聞こえなかったのか？腹が減ったと言っている。早く用意しろ。
落ち着け。これもタダマンのためだ。住むって俺の部屋にか？
だからそうだと言っている。
ちょっと待てよ、お前。
サリー様と呼べ。
By the way, her name is Sari. It seems like she has no place to stay, so she wants to stay at his place for now. He told her that he just met her, but she politely persuaded him to let her stay. Then, he assumed that he might be able to explore her dungeon if he lets her stays at his place. So, he accepts her request in the end.
余計な詮索はするな。いいからお前の家に住ませろ。どうする？出るところへ出るか、それとも。
ぜひ来てください、サリー様。
まあいいだろう。そこまで言うのなら言ってやらんこともない。風呂はどこだ？
ああ、そこの扉。
私がシャワーを浴びてくる間に食事の用意をしておけ。わかったな。
はい。
Anyways, when she is at his place, she keeps demanding him to do stuff for her. He is enduring her bossy attitude because he wants to explore her dungeon. However, he fell asleep instead. When he wakes up, he found out that she is watching the TV, and his favorite idol, Sakura, is on the TV. Then, she informed him that Sakura loves to get her dungeon explored forcefully. He has no idea what is she talking about, and asked her to take her med. She told him that she can sense if someone wants to get her dungeon forcefully explored.
特別に教えてやる。私にはされたがっている女がわかるのだ。
いらっしゃいませ。
Well, I don't know if that is a superpower. Anyhow, she went to a manga store. Where is he working? The manager assumed her age, and she told him that she is already an adult, and it is very rude to assume someone's age. Moving on, Hosaka came out and wants to know what is she doing here. She ignores him and entered the forbidden section. After viewing the collection, she praised the manager for having good taste.
おい、本当に分かって言ってるんだろうな。
無論だ。
ところで君、一平君とは一体どういった関係？
Then, the manager wants to know about her relationship with Hosaka, so she told him about the incident yesterday. He immediately shut her up and told his manager that she is his cousin.
そうなんすよ。昨日こっちに出てきたばっかりの田舎者なんすよ。
誰が田舎者のいとこだ。
ここは俺に任せておけって。な。
まあいいだろう。
ほら、店長に自己紹介しろよ。
いとこのサリーだ。
サリーちゃんか。かわいい名前だね。
After that, the manager introduces himself to her, and he is staring at her in 4K. By the way, don't do that in real life, or you will be canceled for life. Moving on, a lady came into the store, and she wants to register for a membership here. When he saw her name, he suddenly realized that she looks like someone he knew. Sari wants to know what is going on, and he told her that she looks like his old classmate. After that, that lady asked him if he was in the same high school as her before, and she called his name.
高校の時同じクラスだった保坂一平くんじゃない？
千鳥さん？
そう覚えててくれたんだ。嬉しいな。
Then he called her Chidori, and it looks like his hunch is correct. She is indeed his old classmate. Then she is very happy to see him, and she told him that she is going to introduce someone to his store.
よかったら今度一緒にご飯食べに行こうよ。いつでも連絡していいよ。それじゃ。
じゃあ。
After Chidori left, Sari told him that it is his chance to explore her dungeon. He told her that she is just being polite, but Sari informed him that Chidori wants to get her dungeon explored forcefully. He doesn't believe her completely, but she still told him that Chidori never got her dungeon explored before, and it is still in mint condition. At home, Sari is eating something that looks like an Excalibur, and it was censored for good reason. On the next day, Chidori came to his store, and she brought someone as promised. When he looks at her, he knew that she looks familiar. After a while, he realized that she is the idol, Sakura.
紹介するね。こちらの美人さんは保坂くん知っての通り、今売り出し中の清純派アイドル、九条さくら。
九条さくらです。最初に言ったはずだ。あのアイドルの女にはプ願望があるとな。
なあ、お前って一体。
As expected, Sari told him that Sakura wants to get her dungeon explored forcefully too. He told her that is too much information. It seems like he has a crush on Chidori, and he wants to explore her dungeon without any government permit. After work, he is going to have dinner with Chidori. Before that, Sari gave him something. It looks like that will make Chidori go to the toilet. Anyways, both of them are having their dinner. They are chatting with each other.
さっきから私ばっかり喋ってる。
ごめん、緊張しちゃってさ。千鳥は美人でクラスの人気者だったから。
やだもう、もしかしてもうやってる？ああ、ではごめんね、すぐ戻ってくるから。
After she left the table, he knew that this is a good opportunity to test the potion out and poured it into her drink. He planned to explore her dungeon when she went to the bathroom again. After she drank her wine, he waited for that moment patiently. However, she did not show any sign, and he assumed that Sari's potion is not working. After they finish their dinner, they are going home. He wants to accompany her back home, but she politely refused him and left.
でも、こんな時間に女の子一人じゃ危ないだろ？
保坂くんと一緒の方が危ない気がするもん。
バレてる。
なんてね、冗談だよ。また連絡するね。
He couldn't bear seeing his dream running away, so he is following her. Then he realized that she is going to the park. This means that he finally have a chance to fulfill his dream. As expected, Sari's potion is finally working now. When Chidori is doing her business in the washroom, a masked man suddenly appeared.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Well, that masked man is him. Anyways, she tries to run away, but she slipped and fell to the ground and became unconscious. After that, he helped her up and starts to examine her dungeon. At that moment, she wakes up and wants to know who is him. He told her that he is the masked illegal dungeon explorer. Then, he told her that he knew that she likes to get her dungeon explored forcefully. She became very surprised after hearing that. It seems like Sari's power is real after all.
言うこと聞かないと、代わりにお前の友達の女がどうなるのか。こいつは確かアイドルの九条。
Anyhow, he wants her to listen to his demand, or her friend, Sakura, will get a present from him. Therefore, she has no choice but to listen to his demand. He wants her to clean his Excalibur the climate-friendly way, and he gave her a lot of fresh organic masked man's protein in the end. After that, he starts to explore her dungeon. Finally, his dream has finally come true, and he is going to come too. He gave her a lot of fresh organic protein pie, and she starts to cry. Well, her reaction is normal, since she knew that she might become a single mother. Anyways, he accidentally said her name, and that surprised her. After that, he tries to find some excuses like he is dropping bars, and he ran away.
その時までアデュー。俺としたことがとんでもない失態よ。
At home, when he is sleeping, he could feel that someone is attacking his Excalibur. When he wakes up, he saw Sari beside him, and she is holding his Excalibur. It seems like she is having a dream, and she assumed that his Excalibur is her dinner. Well, she is not wrong at all, since I am feeding the same stuff to my editor. He knew that she is hungry, and he wants to feed her some organic homemade protein shake. Before she could have her meal, he used Protein Blast on her.
でも気持ちよかった。さて、それじゃサリーが起きないうちに。
After that, he wants to clean her up, and she is already awake. She wants him to explain himself, but he told her that he is role-playing as this old man now.
イエスさー。グッバイ、人生。
この日、保坂一平の住まうアパートの近隣に次のような男の悲鳴が響き渡ったという。
Moving on, she has fed his backdoor dungeon a lot of amiibo on that day. On the next day, he is fantasizing about exploring Sakura's dungeon next. When he asked Sari for help, she refused to help him.
協力してくれないのかよ。
甘ったれるなバカ者。毛頭ない。
肝心なところで無責任なんだな。じゃあいいよ。一人で行ってくる。
待て。肝心なことを忘れていた。
はい。
Instead, she asked him for money, and he has no choice but to give it to her.
拉致監禁されていると電話してもいいか？言葉に詰まる一平にもはや選択の余地はない。
Anyways, Sakura came to the store to return the DVD. Then, he starts a small chat with her. It looks like her dungeon is also in mint condition. He suddenly asked her if she would like to have dinner with him. She does not respond immediately after hearing that. He quickly apologized to her for overstepping his boundary. However, she told him that she is fine with it and accepted his request.
夢のようです。さくらちゃんと一緒に食事ができるなんて。
じゃあお店が終わるまでどこかで待っていましょうか。
こんな時間まで引き止めちゃってごめんね。それにアイドルをこんなに酔わせちゃって。
それじゃあそろそろ帰りましょうか。
お、いよいよだな。
After they finished their dinner, she got too drunk, so he wants to walk her home since it might not be safe for her to get home alone. She allows him to do that, and he felt like he has hit the jackpot. Anyhow, he brought her to the park, and they sat on the bench to take a rest. Then, it looks like she has something on her mind. She told him that she couldn't experience love because she is an idol. Despite that, she is a healthy woman, so she is really interested in romance, and she wants to get her dungeon explored.
恋愛に興味はあるし、それに性欲だって人並みに。
あ？
今のなしで。
わかった。
やだ、私ったら本当に酔ってる。
After she said that, she realized that she has said too much, so she became flustered and embarrassed. After that, they could hear some royalty-free audio coming from the bushes. He told her that there is a couple having some fun protein time. He also asked her to watch it together with him. However, he brought her to another secluded area, and he told her that he is going to explore her dungeon.
誰もいませんけど。
Yoink!
She asked him to stop, but she should just save her energy instead. Then, he explored the crap out of her dungeon and gave her a lot of homemade Mother Nature protein shake. He even took a picture of her as a trophy. On the next day, he is admiring his work on his phone. Then, Sari used distraction and took the phone away from him.
てめえ！
そんなわけあるかバカ者。ホームラン級のバカだなお前。ほう、何かと思えば。
返せよ！てめえ！
これはかなり派手にやったようだな。
When she saw the picture, she asked him if he is going to use that to politely persuade Sakura next time. It seems like he didn't think of that until now. One day, his manager asked him to borrow some DVD from a person at a university. Coincidentally, Sakura and Chidori are attending the same university, so he knew that he can explore their dungeon. When he is walking around the campus, he saw Sakura and knew that it is his destiny to explore her dungeon. He brought her to somewhere secluded and politely persuaded her to give him full access to her dungeon. Since she was politely persuaded by him, she has no choice but to accept his demand. After that, they went to an empty classroom and did the protein time there. She managed to reach the peak in the end, and this is the first time she felt this way. After a few days, it looks like they are holding a private concert for Sakura so she can express her inner self without any worry. He has managed to secure the funding by using Sari's cultural pictures and her dungeon protector.
ところでここ数日洗濯に出したパンツが一向に戻ってくる様子がないようだが、何か事情を知っているか？
下校また下着泥棒が出たんじゃねえのか。
まあよかろう。いずれ犯人が見つかった時は叱るべき報いを受けることになるだろうからな。
叱るべき報いって
死んでも殺す。またはプリン100個と雲内棒全種類1000本ずつ用意させる。
そんなに買えるか。
Sari seems to know about it, but she is turning a blind eye to it. In the end, Sakura managed to have a concert while equipping a holy relic, and she sang a song about forceful dungeon exploration. Then, the anime ended right there. Well, that is the end of my recap for this cultural anime. This anime has 2 episodes, and too bad Sari did not get her dungeon explored. These are the comments and feedback for this anime from a cultural website. So, what do you guys think about the plot and animation of this old anime? Let me know in the comment section below after you watched it alone or with your families. On a second thought, don't watch it with your families.